George here. Hey, I wanted to announce the Super-Plex Mark II. This is a revamp of the Super-Plex, which has been around for 4 years now. This is a 100-watt head, PLEXI tones inspired by 1966 Marshall 45100. This is my 45100. That is serial number 7206. Interesting side note, one of Hendrix's favorite early Marshalls was number 7026. So there must be some good tone numerology happening there. So I went back to the drawing board on the Mark II version. I started at the input jack. I would analyze the amps side by side using the audio precision, and then I could frequency sweep each circuit, literally each component, every point in the signal path. And it was very enlightening. And so everything is now taken to the nth degree. So the idea is to deliver the standing in front of a early PLEXI stack experience. And I think you'll find that this delivers. Okay, so let's hear it. This is mode 1. That's the stock 45100 mode. And the gain is 7.5, master at noon. So this is moving some air. Yeah, big, organic, kind of it makes my hair stand up. This is early PLEXI. That's what this is. Let's hear it. Okay, so that was the Super-Plex Mark II Mode 1. Here's the real 45100. Super-Plex. $45100. Super-Plex. I should mention that on this old PLEXI, the voltage on the KT66s, if you plug this into 120 wall voltage, is through the roof. And so I don't think you can see it, but I am variacing it down. I'm at 108 volts AC, and that puts the voltage on the power tubes in this right around the same range as they are on this. So this 45100 has some of my all-time favorite clean-ish PLEXI tones. It's not really clean, it's not bone clean, but it's the edge of breakup. It's play light and you get chimey, beautiful notes. Dig in and you get breakup and you get the push of the saturation. So I brought the gain down to about 4 on both amps. And I haven't touched anything else, so. That's the Super-Plex. 45100. Just like the original Super-Plex, this amp has two modes, one normal gain and one higher gain. The first mode, the standard gain mode, is going to sound identical to this JTM 45-100. So it has this level of gain. The tone stack works just like this tone stack, and it will break up the same. The power amp will crunch the same. The second mode is if you took this and made it a fire-breathing monster. So it picks up where stock leaves off and goes from there. In addition to the two modes is a high voltage FET boost. And this circuit is built into the front of the amp. So the first thing that your signal hits after the input jack is the FET boost circuit. It's high voltage, it's emulating a tube gain stage. And so when you click into the boost mode, it's as though you've added a tube gain stage to the front of the amp. On the original Super-Plex, I had a mid-cut switch. And on that amp, when you went to the lower gain mode, you could use that to cut out some mids. And the idea was there that when I play the original 45-100 and dial in cleaner tones, I always pull some mids out. And so the intention with this was to make it automatic. If you switch to the low gain mode, some mids were scooped out and it was your cleaner plexi tones. On the updated design, I'm no longer calling it a mid cut, and it's serving a different function. Now this switch is going to be called PLEXI or TWEED. And in PLEXI mode, it's the exact tone stack of this original amp. And in TWEED mode, it shifts the mid frequencies and brings out just a bit of the honky, nasally, mid-rangey tone that I get when I play my 59 Bassman, or you get from a great TWEED amp, hence the name. Okay, so this is the Super-Plex. We are in the mode 1, stock 45-100 mode, and this is the PLEXI setting on the voicing switch. And now this is TWEED. Plexi voicing, TWEED, Plexi, TWEED. You gotta love a TWEED tone. Oh, you gotta love a plexi tone too. Something else new with this design is the master volume. It's no longer a traditional master volume. On the original Super-Plex, the master volume was a standard 1 meg pot with some frequency compensation when you turn it down low. That's completely gone now. This is a new design I came up with from scratch that, for my purposes, answers all of the issues that I have with that traditional master volume and the tone and the dynamics, the push that you lose when you turn it down. So this is a new circuit, and it's the best master volume I've ever put in any amp. Beyond that, it's still the 3-button foot switch, boost, mode, and loop on and off with the foot switch. It is still the carbon fiber motif, but it's been updated with crimson trim and Marconi style knobs, like Neve preamp style knobs, which are just undeniably cool. So I'm updating the motif. This is the Super-Plex Mark II. Okay, so that's still in mode 1. Let's dime the gain and see how far it goes. This is your stock 45100. Okay, now let's shift into mode 2. This is like your fire breathing 45100. Mode 1 and mode 2. All right, I'm back in mode 1, and I'm going to turn on the boost. Now I've got both EQs pulled back a little bit for a little bit of sort of a frowny face, pushing the mids out. But because there's so much gain, you get a lot of harmonics, and it makes it seem super bright to the point that you can actually mimic like a vintage treble booster, and it's just nasty. So this is mode 1, boost gain, and it is, yeah, it's at least at 9 out of 10, 19 out of 20, whatever you want to call it. So mode 1, and I'll hit the boost. If you've played an old fuzz, germanium fuzz, and like a treble booster style, it's bright, but it also changes the attack and the texture of the tone, I guess you could say. But it takes on it feels different under your fingers. If you've experienced it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I brought the gain down on the boost to about, I don't know, 3.5. And I'm just gonna add it, and hopefully it'll translate what it does to the texture of the tone. This is without. This is with. And it's also great when you roll your volume back, it keeps all that clarity and spankiness. So we're going to build this run of 25 amps. Obviously, the people on the list will get theirs first. And I'm looking at 12 weeks. Today's September 1st. So by December 1st, all of 25 should be on their way to their new homes. And if you order one now, you'll definitely have it for the holidays. That is the Super-Plex Mark II, and I'm building those soon. You can watch for announcements or get on the list, metropoulos.net, or our Facebook page, Facebook/Metropoulos. I don't know, I'll look it up. Thanks a lot. I'll see you next time.